The Skathari Empire had ruled the stars for millennia, vast, cold, and absolute. Their fleet stretched across galaxies, devouring worlds and enslaving civilizations. To resist them was to challenge eternity itself. And at the center of it all sat Queen Elara of Skathar Prime, the radiant monarch, the unbreaking flame. Her voice could bend generals to silence. Her eyes, silver like dying suns, could unravel truth from lies. Entire planets knelt when she spoke. Yet even an empress of stars could not silence her own heart. For buried deep within it was a single name, a name she had forbidden herself to remember. A human name. The council of warlords gathered in her crystalline throne room. Thousands of light years away, the last human colonies were burning, their fleet shattered across the Orion Rift. The war was nearly done. Elara sat motionless, her luminous crown flickering faintly. The council leader stepped forward, bowing low. "Majesty," he said, "the human resistance has fallen. Their colonies are dust." But he hesitated, trembling. Their new commander is unlike any before, a survivor of the First War Genesis. Elara's gaze sharpened. A survivor? Yes, my queen. The humans call him Commander Nathaniel Ray. For a moment, silence. Then the light around her throne cracked. Thunder rumbled in the airless chamber, and every crystal in the hall shattered as if struck by grief. The council knelt in terror. Elara rose slowly, her wings of plasma unfurling like burning auroras. "Leave me." They fled. Only her ancient advisor, Lord Kareth, remained. He bowed his head. "Majesty, I know that name. The one who—" "Say nothing," she interrupted, voice trembling. "The past is ashes." But as she looked beyond the palace dome, where the stars shimmered coldly against the void, she whispered the name again. Nathaniel. Long before she was queen, she was a warrior. Ao, the Starborn, commander of the 7th Skathari Legion during the First Contact Wars. Her people had descended upon Terra 9, intent on enslaving the fledgling human colonies. But among the chaos stood a human soldier, Nathaniel Ray, a captain who refused to surrender even as worlds fell. They fought for months. Every time their armies clashed, he survived. Every ambush, every assault. He was there. She began to admire his defiance, even envy his stubborn hope. When her fleet was finally shot down, Ao crashed near his outpost. Wounded, disoriented, she expected death. But instead, the human soldier offered her water, warmth, and words, things she had never known could hold such power. "Why do you save your enemy?" she asked, confused. He smiled faintly. "Because if I kill what I hate, I become it." That night, beneath alien stars, she saw humanity not as prey, but as a miracle. Days became weeks. She learned their laughter, their songs, their strange ability to forgive. She and Nathaniel shared long silences by the fire, silences filled with meaning. But duty came calling. Her people found her. To protect him, she had to return. And when the throne was thrust upon her, love became betrayal. She ordered his outpost destroyed, condemning the man she loved to death to preserve her rule. His final message still haunted her. "If the stars ever weep for you, Ao, know that I forgave you long before they did." From that moment, she erased his name from every archive, and from her heart. Until now, centuries later, the same name returned, unchanged by time, burning brighter than before. "How?" she demanded, staring into the void. Her AI responded. Cryostasis vaults on Terra 9 preserved his body. He was revived 80 cycles ago, and now he leads a last human fleet. Elara's voice cracked. "He lives again, and still fights me." "Majesty," Kara said softly, "some names cannot die." The final battle came near the ruins of Delta Vaughn, where the wreckage of 1,000 wars drifted like bones. The Skathar armada encircled the human fleet, a single fragile spark in a sea of steel. Target their flagship, Kara commanded. End this, before. Open a channel, Ilara interrupted. To whom? To him. A pause. Then a shimmering hologram materialized before her, older, scarred, his hair gray but his eyes still fierce. Nathaniel Ray. When their gazes met across the light years, time itself seemed to fracture. Ilara's voice trembled. So it's true. Nathaniel smiled softly. I wondered how long it would take before you remembered me. Her throat tightened. You shouldn't have come back. I had to, he said. Someone has to remind you that mercy still exists. Her wings flickered faintly. You'll die for it. He shook his head. Not if you still remember how to see me. Her hand reached toward the hologram as though she could touch him. You can't win this war, Nathaniel. Maybe not, he said. But if I can make you hesitate again, maybe that's victory enough. The signal cut. Moments later, the humans charged, a hopeless assault against the greatest fleet in the galaxy. The Skathar cannons roared, shattering asteroids and tearing through space. But Ilara could not give a command to destroy them. Her hands shook, heart fracturing under the weight of centuries. Majesty! Kareth cried. The humans are breaching the defense line. She closed her eyes. Stand down. Your Majesty! I said stand down. The bridge fell silent as the cannons dimmed. But it was too late. The humans were engulfed by enemy fire from her own generals. Nathaniel's flagship burst into flames, torn apart. Ilara screamed, not as a queen, but as a woman who just watched her heart die twice. She broke through the viewport, wings igniting in fury, and dove into the wreckage. She found him amid the debris, half buried in fire and smoke. His body was broken, but his eyes still burned with life. Nathaniel, she whispered, kneeling beside him, why come back? He smiled weakly, because I wanted to see if you still had a heart. Her tears glowed like liquid light. I do, and it's breaking. She cradled him in her arms as the ship crumbled around them. I can save you. I can share my light. He shook his head. No. Let me see you, one last time. Her armor dissolved into radiance. Her true form shimmered, half starlight, half sorrow. She had never looked so beautiful. I tried to forget you, she whispered. Across centuries, I tried. I know, he said faintly. That's why I had to remind you. Then, with a final breath, he spoke her name. Ael! And as his heart stopped, every star in the Delta-Vorn system flared at once, 1,000 suns weeping in silence. In the centuries that followed, the Skathar withdrew from conquest. Queen Ilara was never seen again. Her crown lay upon her throne, cracked down the middle, like a broken promise. Travelers who passed near Delta-Vorn reported a strange phenomenon, two luminous forms orbiting each other in an endless waltz of light and shadow. They called it the Lover's Nebula. But the Ancient Ones whispered another name, the Queen's Remorse. And somewhere, within that cosmic embrace, a voice echoed forever through the stars. When the alien queen heard the human's name, the stars trembled, not in fear, but because they remembered what love once cost them.